So our true nature, what we truly are, is so sweet. It's so sweet. It's simple, it's easy, it's free, it's happy, naturally, effortlessly blissful. And that's wonderful news, isn't it? So I welcome these wonderful news, and I am committed to the deep understanding, the living understanding of the meaning of that. So I'm not just interested in some temporary experience that comes and goes in a bundle of images that one day everybody uploads and the next day it's down the drain. So the interest is in the deep understanding of the self, the bliss of the self, the freedom of the self, the happiness, the beauty, the love, the friendship, the equanimity of the self. So the self is not a concept. It refers to the reality of your experience, to what is real. And when you are contemplating your experience, you're contemplating not what is arising on the screen, but the contemplator of what is arising on the screen. Because what is arising on the screen is not possible without the screen. The image on the screen is not possible without the screen. Your experiences are not possible without consciousness. And by consciousness, we're not referring to some concept or some idea. We're referring to the true I. The true I that is completely free, untouched by events. It's completely free. It's not in the realm of the phenomenal. In the phenomenal realm, sometimes we feel free, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are not, which makes perfect sense. Sometimes it's raining and the plants are growing, and sometimes at the dry season there is a drought and nothing is growing. That's true in the phenomenal realm, meaning in the dream realm, meaning in on the images on the screen, the story. And as long as you don't awaken to what you truly are, it seems to you that you are the story, that you are victim of the story, or you are the hero or the villain. One day the hero, next day the villain. One day you win, next day you lose. And you're hoping that you're going to be winning more than you're going to be losing. So by consciousness, we're referring to the true self, the true I. What I truly am. You could say it's the light of being. You could say it's the reality of being awareness. The true I am, universal I am, not personal, impersonal I am, universal self. So be watchful when you are saying I, when you're referring to I, what you are referring to and what is it that is referring. It is always I consciousness referring to I consciousness. I referring to I. Consciousness, consciousness. Mirror, mirror, no object. No in between. Nothing in between. Just the self. Formless, untouched. You cannot burn it or drown it, hurt it. So, awakening to the self is not a story that somebody is telling you. You are that, you are the self, beyond any doubt. And coming to your deep understanding of your true nature, you need to examine your beliefs, and your feelings that say, oh, I am a person, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm somebody. This consciousness is limited to body-mind. That's a belief. There is this belief that consciousness depends on the body-mind, but there is no evidence whatsoever for that. But when you have that belief, when you don't examine that belief, your perception is affected by that belief. So your perception is the perception of being a person in an outside world, and you suffer. You have proof that, hey, I am suffering because of my father, my mother, my boss, my home, my job. Because within the mind, there is that filter, the me filter. When your entire perception just comes through that filter, gets completely infected, and then you experience the result of the infection, which means you're pretty sick. You feel sick. And you struggle to get healthy. That doesn't sound like fun. It doesn't sound like a party that we want to go to, right? What is it that perceives right now in this very moment? Yeah? Is it possible to just be this open question, not knowing, sort of an open question? There is perception. What is it that perceives? It's not a question that's focusing on finding an answer. It's just an open question. Because the answer to the question is this openness, is the question itself. Within the question is the answer. What is the reality? What is it that is real? Just remain open with that. No need to grasp around an answer or some memory or something you heard or you read. Soak deeply into not knowing. And no need to know. Because the mind is resting in this open question. It's the open question. Not even a question, just the openness. The openness of wondering. It's a wandering consciousness. Consciousness wandering. Whoa. What am I? What am I? But I am. Oh yeah, I am. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it means, but I am. Beyond any doubt. Absolute I am. Not I, body, mind, I, this image, this experience, that experience. Beyond experience, I am. Beyond the form, I am. The I is transparent. Transparent beingness. You cannot grasp it, cannot understand it, figure it out. But you are it. You can be it, you are it. Mm. Wisdom blooms effortlessly within yourself when your interest, your passion, your dedication is to truth. Being, living truth, trusting consciousness, trusting the mystery of being, not the mind that says this plus this minus that or plus this divided by that, give me more of this and less of that. No, no. That occurs in the world. It occurs in our space. But we know they're just movements on the surface. You need to do this in order to get that. You need to do that in order to accomplish this. That's fine, but it does not relate to what you are. You remain as you are. In the midst of all movements, all activities, all mentations, all sensations, you remain in the recognition that I am the transparency of being. I am the invisible, infinite, invisible self. Yes, I am that. And that is untouched. It is the transparency of being.